Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, heads to London to track down the guy impersonating him. According to reports, the imposter has been gathering a crew to look for the famous Fountain of Youth. Though the two are captured, first Sparrow saves his old first mate, Joshua Gibbs, Kevin McNally, who is going to be hung. King George II, Richard Griffiths, summons Jack and asks him to lead an expedition to the fountain before the Spanish do. Captain Hector Barbossa, Geoffrey Rush, Jack's old foe, is in command of the expedition after losing Jack's ship, the Black Pearl, as well as his leg at the Battle of the Atlantic. Captain Teague, Keith Richards, finds Jack after he escapes and informs him about the fountain's testing. Angelica, Penelope Cruz, Jack's previous girlfriend and the daughter of the deadly pirate Blackbeard, Ian McShane, boasts magical powers and practices voodoo magic, is soon shown to be the imposter. Jack is compelled to accompany Blackbeard's men to the fountain. Meanwhile, Gibbs, having memorized, then destroyed, Sparrow's map, bargains with Barbossa for a ride to the fountain. Jack discovers aboard Blackbeard's ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, that the fountain's water must be sipped simultaneously from two silver chalices originally owned by Juan Ponce de Leon. The person who drinks from the chalice holding a mermaid's tear lives longer, while the other person dies, their years of life drained from their body. Blackbeard sets out for Whitecap Bay, intending to exploit the fountain's power to avoid his fated deadly encounter with a one-legged man. There, he captures a mermaid, Serena, Strid Burgess Frisbee, whom Philip Swift, Sam Claflin, an imprisoned missionary, falls in love with. Sparrow is then dispatched by Blackbeard to fetch the chalices from de Leon's grounded ship. Sparrow arrives to find only Barbossa. The chalices have already been taken by the Spaniards. Barbossa's only desire is vengeance on Blackbeard for capturing the Black Pearl, causing Barbossa to amputate his own leg in order to escape. He and Jack devise a plan to overcome Blackbeard and grab the chalices from the neighboring Spanish camp. Meanwhile, Serena, who reciprocates Philip's love, is duped into crying a tear, which Blackbeard gathers before abandoning her to die and forcing Philip to accompany him. Sparrow returns with the chalices and Gibbs, whom he met while assisting Barbossa. In exchange for the chalices and his guidance to the fountain, Jack bargains with Blackbeard to return his confiscated magical compass and rescue Gibbs. Blackbeard agrees, and Gibbs takes Jack's compass with him. At the fountain, Blackbeard and his crew are besieged by Barbossa and the Spanish, who have been dispatched by their king to destroy the fountain because they believe its power is an affront to God. Barbossa stabs Blackbeard with a poison-laced sword after a fierce battle, but it also injures Angelica. Barbossa seizes Blackbeard's magical sword and takes leadership of Blackbeard's crew. Philip escapes, mortally wounded, and returns to release Serena. Serena finds the chalices thrown into deep water by the Spaniards and delivers them to Sparrow before retrieving the dying Philip and putting him underwater to heal him. Angelica plans to sacrifice herself for her father, but Sparrow tricks them, and Angelica unknowingly drinks from the cup containing Serena's tear, killing Blackbeard and saving her. Despite their declarations of love, Jack abandons her on an island in the hopes that a passing ship will come and take her up. Jack then locates Gibbs, who used Sparrow's compass to locate the Revenge and collect all of the captive ships, including the Black Pearl, that Blackbeard had magically shrunk and bottled. The two set off in search of a solution to restore the pearl to its previous size. Angelica, who is still on the island, discovers Blackbeard's voodoo doll of Sparrow, which has washed ashore in a post-credits scene.